I became a Christian at a relatively young age, and my spiritual walk has had its ups and downs, where I guess kind of a spiritual roller coaster type ride. But the past few years I had went through a divorce and some things like that had kind of just made me somewhat rebellious. I had was very selfish and didn't really want to do what God wanted me to do.
I too was the same way. I had been previously married before and didn't feel like that God was where He should have been in my marriage. And so once I had made the decision to begin dating again and things like that, it was really important for me to find someone who had those same priorities. And so we just felt like that we both weren't really walking where we needed to at the time, and we're very fortunate to have found Refuge.
I had found online via Facebook a friend of mine, Jason Parks, that started a church relatively close to where I lived, and I knew Jason very well from UNA and asked Ashley about going.
I think that God used Refuge in our lives in a way to allow us to, forgive ourselves, and let us know that, that our lives were going in the right direction and that we were attempting to get to a closer walk. And every day things happen in our marriage that I feel God has directly impacted us through the message of the church that we've received so far, and in how we move forward, and that it's a focus for us now.
Sometimes you feel, well, messed up, and you kind of feel like, I'm just really not worthy of God's love or that forgiveness, even though it's definitely spelled out very clearly in the Bible. Or you feel judged, or you just feel guilty to go to church sometimes. And I think that's one thing that really attracted us to Refuge, is that they have this, their motto is to irrationally love people. And we just felt welcome. We didn't feel no judgment. We felt welcome, and that allowed us to be in an environment that was really able to reach out and grab hold of us and be inspired, and then ultimately get rid of some of the things in our life that didn't need to be there.
And there's a life that's waiting for you that you don't even know about yet. And it's definitely way better than what you've got right now, and I can guarantee it. We're the McCullens, and we found refuge at Refuge Church.